Hello and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry and today we are going to work on kitting up Jessica Rabbit. I just completed Camera Girl and did the Mod Podge and everything last night. While I was in the middle of doing the Mod Podge, the kitten Biscuits jumped right in the middle of the painting, so I had to grab him very quickly and go wash his feet. He was not a happy boy. So we are going to kit up Jessica Rabbit. Okay, so I already did these, so we can do that. Okay. This is the parts that stay in my bin. So anytime I get a painting in, one of the first things that I do is I check the painting. So I always do an inventory, I make sure that I have everything, I make a copy of the color list or the inventory sheet, and then I put everything into a little pouch and hang it with my painting. Okay, so there's inventory sheet. Made a copy of it. Okay. For some reason this is wanting to go sideways today. Not exactly certain why, but it's going to work out in the end. Oh, I know why. Okay, I'm a dork. I know what's going on. I will show you. Okay. So our problem is, and why it's having so much issue, is I forgot to trim off this row there. That's what's going on. So we'll do that really quickly. So it's a little bit of a waste of sticker paper, and I should have noticed that before I did it. So don't do that. But this is really all you need. You need the DMC number and you need the symbol. That's all you need. Set those aside for just a moment. And we're going to sort by how many drills there are. I'm going to put my cutlery tray over to give myself more room. Okay, so these ones are definitely big. That's big. These are small. That's big. And small. Okay. There's the small pile. This is the big pile. Okay. Now, how many big containers do I have? Or, because I'm not going to be able to fit all of these in here. There's 39 colors. I'm not going to be able to fit 39 of these really big ones. Okay, so we're going to use really big ones on 310, 948, 722, 3865, 3818, 321. How many of these can I get in a row? 5 in a row. That's 5, 6. Okay, now, I don't think I can get all these in. I don't think I can get a full thing of those in there or there. So let's just see what we can do. Okay, so 209. We're going to get the little ones in first, and it'll tell me what I need to do for the bigs. Next is 3814. Now, kitting up is not a fast process. It is one that I enjoy, but it is not a fast process. But I am one of those weird ducks that I like it. It speaks to my organizational soul. And as you can tell, as I'm sitting there fussing with these stickers, I am a 3814. I am a planner, so I am part of the planner community. I am a scrapbooker and a diamond painter, and all of these speak to my little organizational soul. Oh, let's stick one in there. Did I really just do that? I sure did. You're a dork. I just cut the tail off for the backer paper. Just sure as snot did that. So this is now going to be an even slower process. Good thing I have nothing planned for the rest of the day. good. Phew. Okay. That makes my heart feel better. That will fit. Okay. Very simple. Very simple. Again, whenever I put my jars into the bucket, I put them in symbol, letter, number, so that when I'm working on the painting, I pretty much know what row I'm looking at. Whether it's a symbol, a number, or a letter. Cannot believe I cut my little tails off. That was a stupid mistake. But it'll be okay. It just will take longer. Just means I won't be quite as efficient. Now there is a size difference in these envelopes. So I know I can get this size in, but this size is going to have to go in a big jar, which is what I thought. Which is why I laid out my big jars first, because I don't have a lot of those. I'm going to have to, I need to buy some more of the bigger jars. Because I know at some point, I keep trying to put stuff in my coffee. I know at some point I'm going to have a painting that is nothing but large amounts. And I'm going to need larger jars. Because while I know I can refill these jars, when you've got packages that are this big, it's hard to open them and not pour all of them into a container. And the reason I'm not cutting these all apart at one time is just in case the cat wakes up and decides to walk across my desk. If they're in larger strips, I have a better chance of finding them when he causes stuff to go flying across my desk. And I think I figured out an easier way to film my work in progress canvases. I'm going to get, instead of having my top-down kit like right here, I'm going to stick a tripod behind me and see if it'll work that way. Right now my husband has stolen all of my tripods. He's working on a green screen project. 7:58. So he has stolen all my tripods, so I'm going to have to be patient for when I can have that back. But I think I'm going to try that. So as soon as he lets me have my tripod back, I'm going to try that and see if I can get a better angle for filming the work in progress. I tried to put my canvas flat down on my work surface, and I encountered two problems. The first problem is it wasn't very comfortable for me, which short term I can do it to film so that you guys can see what's going on, but longer problem is Biscuits thinks that it's a fine time to sit down and put his furry butt right in the middle of the canvas when it's laying flat. To where if it's up on the easel, he kind of can walk behind the easel and not get in my way. So I need to figure out a way of keeping it up on my easel. But you can see what's going on, and I'm comfortable and he can't get a hold of things. Now Jessica Rabbit is going to be a gift for my sister. And I wasn't going to tell her, but when I saw her in January while we were in Florida, I told her about it, and she got all kinds of excited. So it is going to be a gift for her. 50. It's like I'm missing one. So after taking a toll on my Facebook group that I am a part of, and basically asking my Facebook friends, you know, which painting should I do next, and gave them a picture. They chose this one, especially after I said it was a gift. So this is the one that I'm working on next. I was going to try and do some scrapbooking videos, but little man is not quite old enough for that yet. I went to set up to do some cards, and he was like, yay, paper! So it'll be a bit before I can do that I'm not at a retreat. I am still scrapbooking. I just scrapbook at a retreat right now, or at local crops. Okay, 9, 8, 9, 2. I seem to be using the same jars over and over, so I'm getting a little bit of a sticky buildup. I'm going to have to, next time I finish a painting, take a break, grab some adhesive cleaner, and just wipe down my jars and clean them. Get the excess adhesive off the side of my jars. So 39 colors is not a too terribly high number of drills, but I think I may have a problem getting all of my containers to fit into my cutlery tray. I may need to come up with a different option because of the amount of how many large containers I'm going to have. 3, 8, 3, 7. I will say I love the Diamond Art Club. Gives you such a nice inventory sheet to copy because the symbols copy so clear that they're just very easy to read on the side of the container. My last painting had a number, 90% of the painting was this color here. So that was the other reason why I was leaning kind of towards Jessica, because it's more greens and my eye needs a break from all the white. Lost the drill. Hopefully it's orange. I have a chance of finding it on the carpet. Or not. Nope. Okay. Lost one drill overboard. Okay, just had to close my computer. The last video finished uploading, so I just need to take a second and get that scheduled. 947. Yeah, I try to do my editing and my uploading while I'm doing something over on this side of the desk, because there's nothing worse than waiting for a video to render or upload, or, man, that's kind of like watching paint dry. So I try to get it to where I'm doing something. Seven, 5, 4. I think I figured out the secret to filming with biscuits in the room. You just have to keep him up all night. And I totally missed. Okay. Yep, I have one stuck in my hand. Three, 5, 5. That one's got a hitchhiker. I'll pull it out later. 3, 3, or 3, 7, 7, 8. Three, 8, 3, 0. This would have been so much easier if I'd left my tails on. Oh well, live and learn. So once I finish with these small ones, I'm going to empty my little trash bin and put away my empty containers bin, just to give myself a little bit more room. 227 to work with these big ones. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off for just a second, kind of organize my space, put a few things away, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I took a moment while I was getting organized and just put the labels on all of my jars. And it just, because the tails were missing, it was taking so long. That would have been a huge amount of editing to edit out each individual little tail removal whatchamadoodle thingamajiggy, that I just went, you know what, let me just label the jars and then we'll get on with it. So, let's just get started. This is a new jar, let me test it. Yeah, okay. So sometimes with these brand new jars, they don't want to close exactly correctly. So there's this product called Snapstick. There's other names of it. It's basically zipper wax or snap lubricant. You can find it in the sewing section. I purchased this off Amazon because I was having a hard time finding it. You basically just run a little, just a tiny bit around the threads of the actual jar. And then just screw it on, kind of do this number for a bit, make sure it's good and lubricated, and then you're good to go. You're not going to have issues with that jar ever again. Until time to lubricate it again, but you know what I mean. Make sure that I've got the right 815, 815, pour. Next, 814. It's another new jar. Let me fix that one. Doesn't take but just a second, but it will save you a ton of time in the lid opening and closing. Because I don't know about you guys, but once I start working, I don't like equipment that's not functioning properly. It just drives me crazy. And this does not affect the canvas sticky if you happen to get drills stuck on the side. It all works just fine. I picked up these large jars at Joann's, and I love them. Like I said, my two preferred jars are this size and this size. Those are my two, oh there you go, those are my two favorite sizes. Breaking out quite a few new jars on this painting. I normally don't have to wax this many. I am double checking that I'm putting the correct baggie in the correct jar as I go. Nine 955. This stuff works great on your jeans and on your coat zippers and stuff like that too. That's what it's actually made for. Is lubricating purse zippers, jean zippers, that type of thing. That's some unusual trash. Six. This is 666. And I know it's 666 because I don't have a 999. And this is the 666 color. When it's in 666 and a 999, I dig out my DMC book and figure out which one's which. Three, 7, 1. And there's static in this bag. When there's static in the bag, I sometimes figured out that it is just easier to knock it out onto the table. And put it in after that. It's just easier to grab them after the fact. Let me go grab a dryer sheet and I'll be right back. I just have this little bag of dryer sheets I leave in my room. Just cut off a snippet. And this is the last of my singles. And then for my multiple bags, what I'm going to do is take my pouch. I've got a little napkin stand that I picked up from the dollar store. I'm going to put my little pouch like this so that whatever bags don't fit in the containers, I can just put in here. And I'll show you how I'm going to mark it. So I'm going to take a red pen, actually, yeah, let's do a red pen. And 3 tens, 310, make sure they're all the right number. I'm only going to put in one bag at a time until I know what fits. Because I'm almost certain that this is going to not fit, I'm going to put a little B somewhere on the label. And that B tells me that there are bags of drills in my pouches. So that as I'm getting low, I don't panic that I'm running out of drills if there's a symbol on that label. Yeah, I can only fit one bag in here. And this is also kind of staticky. So, wire sheet. Wire sheet. Okay, so I have my symbol on the container that says B. And then these two are going to go in the pouch, just like this. Just like that. So same thing with this one. I'm almost certain that these are not all going to fit. So I'm going to put my B on there. So they're all the same number. And that looks staticky, so before we even get started, let's cut a corner. I'm still going to go in the pouch. Same thing with this one. Make sure they're all the same number. See, I heard a drill fall. Nope, there's two. Must have been stuck on my hand. This one, I'm not sure because they are not completely full, so I'm not going to mark this one up just yet. I might be able to get both of these in the same jar. Oh, are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Oh, that's going to suck. Okay, look. So 310 is a circle. 3865 looks like a circle, so I'm going to have to be really careful with these two. I'm going to have to just remember light, dark. And yeah, I can get that in there. So this one I don't need to put a B on the container. Because I can get them all in. Same thing with this one. They're not completely full, so I think I'm going to wait and see if I can get them in. There's a draw there. Figure out where that one goes. Goes in this one. Yep. That's the one that got stuck on my hand. I see that you're awake. Hey, Mike. Oh, there he goes. Okay, these two are rather full, so I know that I can only get one in there. Make sure they're the same bag number. Put one in the pouch. Mark the lid. Same thing with this one. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I might be able to get this one in the same. We will try. I try to get them all in the same container because I hate refilling. I hate stopping what I'm doing to refill. I normally have a kitten next to me that wants to lay on my arm or try and eat the painting, and stopping to fill containers just doesn't always, it's not always convenient. Okay, and same thing with this one. I might be able to get all these in, so we will see. I'm going to put some dryer sheet in this one. Oh yeah, I can get this in. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room. Perfect. Okay, so here's the ones that are left in the package. I'm going to just zip this up. Actually, I'm going to put this in there. I might need that. I'm going to zip that up and just put it right up here on my desk. And then this is my completed trays. Now I don't have enough room to get everybody in, so it's just going to have to be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will have them just sitting side by side just like this, but this is the completed tray. This is what I work out of. And then I have my fun tack, my pen. This is my little jar of Runaways, my little paintbrush, and my tweezers. And that is my completed kit. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know there are 1,000 things that you could be doing, and I am forever grateful that you choose to spend just a few minutes of your day with me. Until next time, be looking out for this Jessica whip. Bye-bye.